It's the Memphis Sports Network, WMC Memphis, WMFS HD2 Bartlett Memphis, WMFS FM and HD1 Bartlett, WMFS Memphis, ESPN 790 AM and 92.9 FM ESPN.
The views and opinions of the hosts or guests of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the management or staff of Intercom Memphis.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. As we, July the 15th. And don't complain about the heat. It's July the 15th. I'm telling these people the 8-day forecast, the 10-day forecast. Just give me the 2-day forecast and try to make it right. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So it's that time of the year, the dog days of summer. But there are things to do. Put the top down, get on your ATV, and don't come across the bridge. You brought your truck today, didn't you, Frank Martin?
I'm in a truck today.
He's in the truck today. Your voice didn't sound the same radio. Let's try that again. You brought what?
You want to? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in my truck today, Larry.
There you go. That sounds.
Good morning, everybody.
That sounds like this being the third Saturday of the month. We slipped in here a little bit because John Gordon normally comes in here on the fourth Saturday of the month from Avery, but we talked John into switching a little bit. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Larry. How are you doing?
You're not confused, are you? This is
I'm a little confused, but it's okay.
That's okay. It's normal.
We're 6 weeks away from actually being able to hunt again. So
so that's really making him good. But next week's show is our annual preview of the Forest Wood Cup. And so that means Ron Wong will be everywhere. So I told John to switch with Ron. Ron will be next week, and we'll just let him roll as we have some of the greatest professional anglers on Outdoors with Larry Ray on next week's show. But this morning we got a jam-packed show, and we got some interesting things. I know that John and Frank are both will be like to listen to. They both like to hunt. They both like dogs. We're going to talk a little bit about that, and for sure we always like to talk about kids. And there's a big event coming up. And, it's called WHYHECK. And I just look at that and I say, what the heck? This is WHYHECK. That's what this is. And so we've got Johnny Mcfarland, and he has an interpreter with him in the room this morning. His sister is Mary. So move your microphone over, Johnny. You're not scared of that. An attorney ought to be able to handle this. And Mary Sue, thank you for being here. Switch it over so she can talk.
Thank you very much.
Glad to have you. Now, WHYHECK is coming up.
Larry, the WHYHECK is the Youth Hunter Education Challenge.
Yes.
Mid-South Quail Forever, in conjunction with the NRA, has put this on now. Gosh, sister, 5 or 6 years?
At least that.
We've had
Get over there, Mary Sue. Don't let him dominate. He's got the voice of an attorney.
He does.
Yeah.
We've had everywhere from 20 to 50 kids at the event, and it's a fun morning for them. We have shotgun, archery, rifle, hunter safety, wildlife identification, hunter skills. And it's a competition for the kids that experience, but we have kids that come out there that have never shot a rifle before.
All right.
And so for them, it's a learning experience.
And ages are
18 and under.
18 and under.
They must have a hunter safety card.
Okay.
And they must be able to safely handle a rifle and a shotgun and a bow.
And a bow, because those three things. Now, you were telling me as we were coming in, Mary Sue's involvement of this. Tell us, Mary Sue, because we always like to get the feminine side in here, and it's good to have you in. Tell us a little bit about your involvement in this. Move that microphone over and let her. It won't bite you.
I'm a big help as far as getting the volunteers.
Oh, you need
opportunities
volunteers
for donations, publication on it. It's all over Facebook pages. Fayette County Speaks, the TWRA Facebook page.
We've got it on my
Wonderful.
Facebook page and my website.
Wonderful.
LROutdoors.com.
And all that'll lead you to where you need to sign up for.
And now, Johnny, this is how many years is this?
Larry, I think this is the 5th or 6th year we've done this event. I know we did it in 2011.
Okay. And volunteers, you mentioned, Mary Sue, the volunteers, you know.
They'll help at the different stations. TWRA has representatives there as well, but they'll help the scoring, guiding the kids on where to go, for the food at the end, door prizes at the end, prizes for the winners at the end.
And so how many kids are we talking about?
We've got room to sign up another 10 or 15 kids without any problem. We can accommodate 40.
40.
45.
Okay, so right now is the time, because the dates are
July 29.
July the 29th.
It's Saturday.
It's still it's in Oakland at the
at Anderson Farms in Oakland, Tennessee, and everybody has to be pre-registered.
You got to be pre-registered.
And they can pre-register. The easiest way to do it is go to midsouthquailforever.org.
All right, and now you have sponsors and everything. What does it cost the kids?
Larry, there is no charge to participate. I don't use the word free event because TWRA, Quail Forever, and the Friends of the NRA have all put a lot of money into this.
Yeah.
But there is no charge for the kids to participate.
So you need volunteers. Are you always needing volunteers?
We need volunteers. We'd like donations for the kids' goodie bags, be it whistles
sponsors,
or keychains.
Okay.
We can always use sponsors for gift cards and such. And like I said, we can always use a few more volunteers on the course to help keep everybody rounded up.
Well, I know, folks, this area loves to do things for kids and loves to help with sponsorship. So if you're interested, you can go to my website, lroutdoors.com. You can look up why heck. You can go to the TWRA, I'm sure, some of those folks. And you can also go to your Facebook page for the Mid-South Quail Forever, right?
Yes. Web page and a Facebook page.
And you have kids, and I know you don't say free out there, and the volunteers are free. So this time zone is about, what, is this a half a day like event? Or
half to 3/4 of a day. We'll probably get, and I'll send an email out to everybody that's signed up. But we'll probably do the sign up beginning about 7:30 in the morning.
Okay.
It's going to be nice and warm.
Oh, you think it will be?
I expect. So we want to get started early while maybe there's still a little bit of shade and get the kids on the course.
And get the kids on the course, and they have lunch?
We feed them lunch. Joe Wood with Modern Woodman will be manning the grill. And Joan Fullman.
John Fullman has gotten donations for the hot dogs and chips.
And so it's this is just a great time for 18 and under. I mean, not way under, but
18 and under. They got to have a hunter safety card.
So that makes it a certain time frame there for the age wise. And your volunteers, and you say it's a competition.
The NRA hosts the International YHEC competition every year. It alternates between the Whittington Center in New Mexico and Pennsylvania. So to go to the International YHEC, the kid has to compete in a state level
like this
YHEC, and we are the state event for Tennessee now.
Wow! And so a kid has an opportunity to go from here on to one of the other national events.
For the ones that competed this year in our event, they'd be eligible to go. They don't have to win.
Oh, they just
have to compete in our event.
Okay.
And then they'd be eligible to go to the International YHEC, which in 2018 18
Yeah.
will be in Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania. And now let's talk about the competition itself. Bow. So you'll be shooting a bow, and you'll be shooting. I'm assuming you're going to be shooting a compound. What are you going to be shooting?
They're going to be shooting Genesis bows.
Okay.
At archery, 3D archery targets.
Okay. Yeah.
Then on the rifle range, they'll be shooting. Actually, we've gone to 22 caliber air rifles.
All right.
That the TWRA is good enough to bring out and help us with.
Okay.
So the kids will be shooting at metallic targets on the 22 rifle range.
And
They'll be shotgunned. Kids will have their choice of 12 or 20 gauge.
Yeah.
It'll just be some easy claybird targets being tossed up for them.
okay.
Now the hunter skills trail.
Oh, now that sounds like that's perfect for
That's
Frank.
that's a nice little walking
John.
event where the kids go from venue to venue, and they're presented with a hunting safety challenge
Okay.
at the different events, where there'll be a judge there to score them, and things like how to cross a fence when you're out hunting.
Oh, okay.
Is it a
safely
shoot-
crossing the
Safely
fence?
crossing a fence. Is it
Yeah.
a shoot no shoot situation?
Okay.
Is this a safe deer stand?
So this keeps them busy then.
Larry would like to say we keep them running so fast they don't have time to take a breath. They're going from one event venue to the next.
All right. Now let's ask Mary Sue a little bit. Now, can we get some ladies, some young girls in this too? I'm hoping.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's a great competition for women as well, females.
Now, have you had many?
Yes, and they
Good.
usually score higher than the boys.
Now, I
think
didn't
last
set
year the
that up.
champ
I
was a
didn't
girl.
set that up, but
Last year's champ was a girl, Larry.
That's right.
that doesn't surprise me. Does that surprise you?
No, it's a pretty neat deal.
It is a neat deal.
I know some folks out in Oakland that have talked about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if you're in Oakland, because it's so convenient. Y'all need to go out there.
Yeah, if you're in the Oakland area, but also now with 64, you can get and as we talk here, we got to close it out. Tell us about our host out there, because that is a wonderful facility.
Larry, the farm is actually beautiful. Ronnie and Sherry Downs
Yeah,
have
they
been
do.
good enough to host this now
It's
for
amazing.
several years. The farm is just gorgeous. They get everything mowed, cleaned up,
Yeah.
trimmed. We come out there, and we could not be any luckier
Yeah,
than to have a farm like this to go to for this event.
and I know that's where they host our soldiers for the turkey hunt in the spring and the deer hunt in the winter. Sherry and Ronnie host that out there, and it's pretty easy to find once you make that one turn off 64 when you go past that joint or whatever that place is, juke joint, somebody would say that. Just follow I'm sure you'll have signs up.
We will have it well signed.
Yeah.
And like I said, we'll be sending out directions before the event.
Okay, folks. Now, so here we go. Tell them again how this is a wonderful event. So tell them how. Let Mary Sue tell them how to get in touch with you guys.
They can sign up for the event at midsouthquailforever.org. If they do not have their hunter safety certificate yet, there are courses available before the event.
There is,
Go
yeah.
to the TWRA website
Yes.
and search for that.
In fact, I just know that our good friend Jake Yost out there in Tipton County is getting ready to have a hunter safety course really soon to get folks ready. And like you say, go to tnwildlife.org and you'll see all the hunter safety courses. And I'm sure that we'll get Gene Smith out there somehow. And I don't know about throwing a tomahawk, but he said you were going to catch one this year.
That's what we plan. And like I say, Gene has been one of our biggest helpers.
Yeah, he
Every
has.
year we have done this event.
Yeah, he loves it.
Not only the kids have had him as their hunter safety instructor, their parents have had him as
Yeah.
their hunter safety instructor.
Well, appreciate Johnny Mcfarland and Mary Sue Mcfarland for coming out here and being on the show today on this early Saturday morning. And the date again is, let's see, that would be 2 weeks from today.
July 29, yes, sir.
2 weeks from today, and you got a chance. You got about 15 openings. Going to try to have about 40 kids, 18 and under, as long as they have that hunter safety card with them.
Yes,
They've
sir.
got to pass that course, but this will be a wonderful opportunity to get ready for the hunting season and maybe induce some new young folks into the great sport that we like it like this, and get fed.
And like Larry, the price is right.
The price is right, and he hadn't said the word yet, but I'm going to say it, okay?
Go ahead.
What is it, Frank?
You say it better.
I say it better, don't I? It's free. Free. That's what I am. All right. Let's, before we let him go, I want to ask you guys, Frank and John, if this would have been available when you were a kid, would this not have been a cool thing to go to, John?
Oh yeah, I definitely would have been involved in that, Larry. I mean, it's anything to do with hunting, shooting. You know, when I was a young man, I just I'd try to take advantage of it.
Yeah, and Frank, I know you definitely would.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Just too cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just
How old's
free
your
and
How old's your grandson now?
he's fixing to be 5.
All right, he's 18 and under, but he's got to get that.
He's got to get that hunter education card.
He does that. All right. Well, thank both of y'all for being with us this morning. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you, Mary Sue. Bless your heart. You're Johnny's sister. So
Thanks, Larry.
appreciate you. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We're going to talk a little bobwhite quail. I know these two folks that were in it this morning love that, and I know John loves that. I love that. And Frank loves that. It's a love affair. We'll be right back on ESPN 790.
You can find